Okay, in this lesson we're just going to continue what we've been doing. I'm going to add siding to the face right here, these open faces on the house. Break up this large panel right here, the end cap. So right off the bat I'm going to drop in a cube. It's going to be our first piece of siding. It's going to span the length of the top here. Just going to fix the size. Make that 0.1. Okay, let's try and get the width to something that's a little more realistic. There we go, I think that's good. Right now I'm just going to make it editable and just adjust it so that it spans. Actually, we'll make this so each piece only goes halfway. So there's a little gap right here. Bring that up to the top. Okay, now we're just going to change the angle, have it slope down a little bit, just like it would in real life. But then bringing the axis back up to 0, so we can just slide it down as we go. Alright, I think that looks alright. So I'm just going to grab the coordinates right here, copy them, and we'll drop in a MoGraph cloner, just like we were doing earlier. Pasting the cloner up here, dropping the original piece of siding in, and we'll make this -0.1. Let's see how it looks. Maybe we can drag this back a little more and add a little bit bigger of a gap. There, that looks pretty good. Let's add a couple clones so it goes down to top of the window and the door. Oh, little problem. Okay, well, easy solution to that. We'll just copy and paste this original piece of siding and adjust it so it's not overlapping the top of the door over here. I'll bring this piece all the way over here. And you can see only half of it's covered right now. We'll just copy and paste the original piece of siding again. We'll drag it over here, drop it into or make it a child of the original piece of siding. This is again breaks up that long piece of geometry, giving it a little more detail, because in real life I don't think there'd be siding that long, even as long as it is right here. That's a little long, but for now that'll do. I'm just going to copy the cloned object. We'll get rid of the additional piece of siding that we added earlier. We're just going to copy and paste this so that we can use it to fill up the other gaps. So we'll line it right there. There we go. Again, switching to the right view. And to zoom in on the object I selected, I think I mentioned it earlier, but you just click S, and it brings you right onto the axis of that object. It's pretty handy. Okay. Copy this over. Oh, oops. Again, we have to fix the width of the original panel, sorry. I didn't have point selection on. There we go, and the last one. Like, I could have done this just using bump maps, made this sort of siding, but having it actually made out of geometry just helps add to the realism. Like, we'll go ahead, once we got all these spaced out, we'll add in a little bevel graph, random effector, just to give it a little bit more randomness. Oh, grab the wrong one. Okay. We'll copy this original one that spanned the whole length of the top. Get rid of that. And just drag the edge or the points all the way to the end. Let's see here. That looks good. Oh, same problem as before. So let's go ahead and copy and paste the original. Just so we fill up that one gap. Using MoGraph Cloner to bother fixing that would just be pretty pointless. It's always quicker just to go back to the basics sometimes. Great. And now we can let's grab this one right here, one of the siding cloners from the top. Let's drag it down and reuse it like we've been doing. Just going to quickly place all of them where they have to go. Start with the end one. Oh, this one right here. There. There we go. And last one. Let's go like that. Okay, so now we have all these different cloner objects here. I'm going to right click and go to fold all just to clean this up. I'm going to group together all the cloner objects, all the siding cloner objects. Let's call that siding. I'm going to do what I mentioned earlier. I'm going to grab the cloners. We're going to use the random effector just to give a little randomness to all the different panels. Oh. Okay, so I can just go to MoGraph, and we'll go to effector, add in random, and right off the bat you can see the default settings are just a little too much, so we'll bring those down. Alright, let's play with it, see if we can get something we like. Change it in Y also. There, so now everything's not as uniform as it was before, because in real life it wouldn't be absolutely perfect. And it's always good just to add a little randomness to break up the monotony of everything being so plain. So there you go, that's it for this lesson. Next we'll tackle, oh actually no, we can go ahead and fix up the front fascia or back fascia of the house. I'm just going to delete these 4 polygons that are there. Just going to grab these, split them up. Again, I'm just trying to break up the actual large surfaces that we have, because in reality these are pretty long or tall pieces of it'd be metal. Well, they're going to be metal or something, so they wouldn't actually be one big solid piece like they are right here. So actually building up geometry to how it'd be in real life. So that was a good idea. Instead of trying to add it in later with bump maps or displacement, just having it set up basically set up with geometry is nice. I'll split this part off also. And just slide. I'll zoom in a bit. Just to add a little gap. Oh. There we go, and I think these are the 3 pieces. Just gonna select all of them, rename them. Rear fascia. Poly select. Preserve groups, create cap. Actually, we can go a little further than that. And let's add another little tiny bevel, so we get the specular reflections later on. Deselecting these horizontal, it won't affect anything anyways. Let's give this cleaner geometry. Let's put that to 2, make it linear. Actually, let's see convex. Alright, so I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Next lesson we'll just continue what we've been doing, adding in more additional details, finishing up a few things on the main structure, the addition, maybe work on the deck a little bit. That's it for now.